Welcome back to Agile Coaching Foundations. Thank you for starting your Agile Coaching journey here with us at Digital Agility Institute. So, in this particular session, we will talk about the four disciplines of Agile Coaching. So, one of the good books to read if you have not already done it is Coaching Agile Teams by Lisa Atkins. That's one of the books, and in that book, essentially, Lisa talks about three disciplines of agile coaching. The three disciplines she looks at in her book are: number one, the business coaching, right? Business mastery. And then she talks about technical mastery and transformational mastery. But based on our experience of transforming organizations for more than 1.5 decades together with our colleagues, what we have seen is that there is necessarily a specialized discipline which covers the area of coaching the leaders and executives in an organization that is transforming. So we have added a fourth discipline, which is our leadership discipline. Now, in what do you mean by these disciplines, right? So when you talk about these disciplines, each of these disciplines cater for a specific segment of expertise, specific area of transformation, which is essential to be focused upon. It does not necessarily mean that a person who is specialized in business area of agile coaching would not have any clue about others. That's not the intent. What it means is, like the T-shaped skills we talk about, that means you have a broader knowledge of everything but a deeper knowledge of one particular domain. The same applies to the agile coaching discipline as well. So when we say business coach, that means this person, whoever is looking to be promoting themselves or advocating themselves as a business coach, must have a good amount of experience and expertise in business models, understanding the business strategies, understanding the business process definition, business process re-engineering if required, and which would be required as part of transformation initiatives. The person should be able to coach the leaders within the business community of the organization, help them understand and devise or refine their business strategies and business models, and reshape their portfolios from project based to the product based portfolios, and help them understand the value streams and the definition of those, how the businesses processes are set up, how are they helping them accomplish the organizational objectives, the relativity between a business process to the product and product to the strategic themes of the organization, and how in turn that is helping organization accomplish its vision and fulfill their purpose. So that is the element of business discipline, business coach, someone who can coach the business. So these are the people who could be coming in from a background of being business analysts, or even business architects for that matter, even could be business leaders who have been program managers or portfolio managers, or even senior leaders who want to get into the purview of agile coaching. Someone with a good background and understanding of various types of business models, various types of business strategies, understanding of business process management, the workflow management within different business domains, has a strong understanding of the business domain. That is about the first discipline of agile coaching. Now coming to the next one, which is the technical mastery. Now, when we talk about technical mastery, technical agility is one of the major contributors to the enterprise agility. What does technical mastery mean? Someone who has or comes from a development background, right? Who have a great expertise, in-depth knowledge on the best development practices. Talk about test-driven development. Talk about behavior-driven development, code refactoring, right? The quality checks, building security into the system while developing, right? The peer programming you talk about, have a good technology background as well, whether it is about programming languages, you talk about cloud, or you are talking about setting up the continuous integration and continuous deployment pipelines, right? Creating dashboards. So all those technical intricacies which are required for a development team to be delivering high quality products within the shortest possible time using the best technical practices. So someone who comes from that, what we call as a specific word is software craftsmanship, right? Someone who has extensive expertise in software craftsmanship and can coach people on the craftsmanship practices. Someone who is well versed with extreme programming techniques, which specifically focus on development, software development, and the best practices for doing that, right? So that is the technical mastery, and someone who is a great expert in that and is good in coaching people on those is known as a craftsmanship coach or a technical coach, right? That is the second discipline of agile coaching. Now, the third comes the transformation mastery. What does transformation mastery mean? Someone who understands the practices well, understands the frameworks well, right? Who can initiate and manage the transformation program, the change management. So, who is good at change management? Who is also good at the complete creation of the program work, what is required in order for the other coaches to go ahead and work on transforming teams, be able to collaborate between the business, the technical teams, development teams under the leadership, kind of know it all, done it all, but specializes in the process area, in the functional area of the transformation. Someone who can create roadmaps, who can strategize whether the organization should go top down or bottom up based on where they are positioned, right? Someone who can really think about the again transformation frameworks which is required for an organization to undertake, so that they understand this is the minimum amount of time and effort, minimum amount of you know the required elements to be focused on. We will talk about transformation framework in other parts of coaching, but not in this particular course. But transformation frameworks creation, transformation roadmap creation, be able to integrate the efforts from the business and the technical coaches to be able to completely accomplish the transformation outcomes. So that is the transformation mastery. So we sometimes call them as process coaches or even transformation coaches, right? And you come across these people are essentially the transformation leaders. So these could be coming in from leadership within the organization. Someone, even if you are good at project management, but there is a mindset change that needs to happen, and that's a separate discussion in itself. But transformation mastery is about the ability to devise transformation strategies, transformation plans, transformation frameworks, transformation roadmaps, and actually implement them for different organizational setups. Someone who can define the assessments required to identify the current state, identify the current culture within the organization, current way the work is flowing and the value is being delivered. So all those elements come into the purview of transformation mastery, and that is a specific discipline again within agile coaching. And as I said, these three are covered in the book, Lisa Atkins' book on coaching agile teams. But what we are adding here to that particular framework is the leadership domain. Now, leadership coaching in itself is a specialized domain, right? And you have a lot of bodies like International Coaching Federation or EMCC, which is a European Mentoring and Coaching Council, coming up with their own set of core competencies that are required for leadership coaching. They are coming up with a lot of research on those competencies and why it is important. We'll look at those in the future parts of this particular course, but that in itself is a separate discipline. How to enhance leadership agility? Someone who can understand the intricacies of leadership development, the dynamics of the senior leadership and the executive domain, right? At that level, what sort of dynamics are at play? What sort of insecurities are at play? What sort of politics, even though we may not like to use that word, the politics are at play at that level, and then help them navigate those dynamics and enhance their leadership agility levels. And there are each individual is unique, so each leader would have their own unique style of leadership. How you customize your coaching approach to that particular leader's style, their own unique requirements of development, which maps to their leadership style and enhance their leadership agility levels. And this is one of the significant areas, right? Until unless all four of these come together and integrate, transformation of an organization is not complete. Means you can never say that the organization would have accomplished its complete transformation or enterprise agility until unless you are able to address all these four disciplines within an organization. You need to be able to address the business discipline. It could be, when we say business, it is not constrained only to the revenue generating business. When we say business, it also applies to the support functions, because they are also the business domains, whether it is about HR, marketing, or sales, right? These are different domains of business as well. So it applies to all cross sections of business. So those are the four disciplines of agile coaching. The business discipline, wherein anyone who has an expertise in the business domain, business strategies, understanding of business processes, how they integrate and so on, that is business discipline. Technical discipline about the best practices, the of software development and craftsmanship. The transformation mastery or discipline is all about initiating, driving the transformation and helping the organization accomplish the outcomes by integrating all other three disciplines and their outcomes. And the last is, but not the least, is the leadership discipline, which focuses on enhancing the leadership agility, the strategic agility of the organization at the top, right? So those are the four disciplines of the organizational transformation requirement, and all these four would contribute to agile coaching. So you can fall into any of those four disciplines to build up your expertise. So let's look at the activity that we have for you as part of this particular session. So since now you have understood the four disciplines of an enterprise agile coaching, based on the background you come from, the experience you have, uh, built over the years, which discipline most resonates with you, and why do you think that discipline resonates with you? It is important so that you can understand which area of agile coaching can I pick up, or I can get into as a from a career perspective, right? That is where this reflection will definitely help. So, what is the background that you are coming from, and what discipline out of these four, the business or the technical or the transformation or the leadership disciplines resonates with you most, and why do you think it resonates with you? Okay, so that will be the activity that we would like you to undertake as part of this particular session. And in the next session we will be talking about the 7 stances of an enterprise agile coach. Every agile coach at different layers will be putting on, or will be shifting into different types of roles, and in that session we'll talk about what all roles or what all hats as an agile coach you would be wearing, and then most importantly, how do you look to shift in these different hats in a single conversation. So that will be our focus for the next session. I hope you are enjoying this learning and are able to reflect upon these learnings to really get the maximum out of this course. Thanks for joining again. We'll see you in the next session.